It's said that God never lets something bad happen without something good coming from it. That is the case with the Kolbe Center. When a friend's niece chose to end her pregnancy rather than accept an offer for adoption of the child, there was a Spirit-inspired realization that Macon, Georgia needed a Catholic presence in the pro-life battle, a presence that would walk the walk and not just talk the talk. After securing support from some and overcoming the objections of others, the Kolbe Center received approval as a Catholic pro-life pregnancy resource and education center in 2014. A donated space was secured, refurbished, and furnished. While developing its pregnancy center resources, the Kolbe Center became a meeting place and education center. Talks to teens and adults were organized. An annual educational conference was instituted. The Macon March for Life was restarted through the planning, organization, and funding of the Kolbe Center. Thanks to the generous support of the Knights of Columbus, an ultrasound machine was obtained and the Kolbe Center was up and running and slowly becoming the Catholic pro-life center in Macon. Then the unthinkable happened. On May 14, 2018, the Bibb County Planning and Zoning Committee approved for Summit Center PC to open a women's health clinic in Macon. Summit Center operated abortion centers in Atlanta and Detroit and would soon have the only abortion center in Macon. Stunned but now galvanized, the Kolbe Center went into action. Having been prepared by the Spirit over the previous 4 years, the Kolbe Center set out to change the course. The first action was prayer. A planned rosary became an ecumenical prayer service at the planned Walnut Street location. A schedule was established to ensure that there were people there each day praying at the proposed abortion site. Next, a full-page ad was placed in the Macon Telegraph alerting the community that an abortion business was coming to Macon. A mailing campaign was created using printed cards that flooded the mayor's office with the voices of concerned citizens. Yellow yard signs were created, and they were in yards and windows throughout Macon, showing a strong voice of opposition to the plan. The Kolbe Center assisted surrounding businesses with a legal challenge to the approval of the permit to open the abortion business in the chosen location. With a history of organizing the annual March for Life, the Kolbe Center organized a pro-life rally in front of City Hall, flying in nationally known speaker Reverend Walter Hoy as a keynote speaker. Reverent protesters from Catholic and Protestant churches around Middle Georgia gathered to demonstrate their support of life and displeasure with a planned abortuary in Macon. With an initial legal setback on a technicality, the legal challenge continued with an appeal to the Georgia Appellate Court. This tied the decision on the legality of the permit up in court proceedings that would take at least a year to resolve. God's merciful light shone brightly. The prayer, community support, and legal challenges that the Kolbe Center helped organize led Summit Center to reach the conclusion that coming to Macon would be a costly and unwelcome endeavor. Summit Center was bound by contract to rent the dilapidated building, but wanted a way out of Macon. Negotiations between the building owner, Summit Center, and a local businessman allowed Summit Center to leave Macon, the owner to rid himself of the property, and the local businessman to acquire the building. The transaction was finalized on December 19, 2018, and the building was made available to the Kolbe Center. Macon celebrated a very Merry Christmas. The January Macon March for Life was also a prayer of thanksgiving that ended at the future location of the new Kolbe Center. The dilapidated building needed significant repairs. The first major task was the removal of an old MRI hall that weighed 28,000 pounds. This required creating holes in walls and dragging the MRI out of the back of the building. In the glow of hope, the board held a board meeting at the new building. Volunteers worked to help clean out the old debris. Remodeling for an ultrasound room was started. A new roof, electrical and plumbing, air conditioning, and repair of the holes cut in the back were all completed. New floors and interior painting was completed. Exterior work, cleaning, painting, and paving all worked to transform the dilapidated building into a beacon of hope. The grand opening of the Kolbe Center at this new location occurred on the weekend of our annual St. Kolbe Feast Day celebration, August 10, 2019. Retired Bishop Kevin Boland blessed the building as an altar serving the people of God, and our guest speaker was Teresa Tomeo. As a longtime supporter of the Kolbe Center, Father Dennis Wild performed a benefit piano concert that night for the Kolbe Center. The work of the Kolbe Center continues with pregnancy testing, ultrasound, and support. Clothes, diapers, car seats, and baby supplies are all offered free of charge to women who come for help. In addition, the Kolbe Center's collaboration with Mercer University to work on a virtual reality roller coaster to teach children about embryologic development has continued with a roller coaster room and computer lab created in the new location. The Kolbe Center was a spirit-led endeavor to develop a Catholic pro-life ministry in Macon and prepare for the unexpected battle against an abortion company. The success of that endeavor has been the creation of a ministry that provides resources to women in need and has become a beacon of hope on Walnut Street. That work has continued to expand, but the work requires resources. A small percentage of the funding of the Kolbe Center comes from support of local churches. The greater percentage comes from people like you. The Kolbe Center is dependent on monetary donations from individuals to provide diapers, formula, car seats, pregnancy testing, and ultrasounds. The Kolbe Center was founded with a goal of walking the walk. We need you to walk with us. Help us help the moms. Help us help the babies. Support us with your prayers and donations so we can remain a beacon of hope on Walnut Street.